Kevin Hartnett is King of the Can. More coverage from Square Deal Riders. The beer will be flowing at Watkins Glen International. And Champion Speedway readies for the Jim Brown Fall 50. All that and much more on this edition of The Race Report. Hi everyone and welcome to another edition of the Race Report. I'm Ron Hills. Penn Can Speedway put an exclamation point on their 2018 season with the running of the King of the Can weekend. We take you to Friday night action and the voice of Craig Hawley.
Off turn number 4, lap 12 restart, we're underway. And Shane Wolf Jr. going to try to drag Ray Steinhardt to turn 1. And he's going to try to make it work up on the outside. He's going to nose ahead of the 77. He's going to be your new race leader. But Steinhardt going to stay true to the bottom. But Shane Wolf Jr. takes the lead on lap number 13. One more trip around the speedway for Shane Wolf Jr. Time running out for Steinhardt and Greens. Into the backstretch we go. The 81 of Shane Wolf Jr. sets it down to 3 and 4. In for the win for the $1,000 payday. It's Shane Wolf Jr. Steinhardt second, third Butch Green, fourth Rich Green, and fifth is Ray Linkwith. Working it down into turn number 1 and 2. Jankowski with a big bad push opens the door for Brian Fish. We negotiate 1 and 2. It's the M16 of Mike Shane setting the pace, middle of the pack. We're boggling them up. They keep them green. We stay green for lap number 3. Mike Shane sets the pace up the backstretch, followed until by Jimmy Zacharias, Corey Cormier, Brian Fish, Alex Jankowski, AJ Miller, Dale Welty, Powell, Leonard, Collins up to 10th, I believe. Throw a blanket over the top 3. Mike Shane, Brian Fish, Corey Cormier. They ride there, 1, 2, 3. Picking to the 1, 2, 3, Dale Welty, 4th, and Powell now 5th. Mike Shane right there is the point. Brian Fish on his back bumper. Mike Shane, the M16. Cormier battling with an item. Spencer to put him down the lap. He'll do so. Brian Fish to the inside. Down in the 1. He's going to make it stick. The door has been shut. Now he's going to try it again. Mike Shane has got the point, but for how long? Brian Fish has brought a stout piece to Penn Can Speedway tonight. And Corey Cormier looking to capitalize. Into turn 1 they go. It continues to be Mike Shane. He has the preferred line, but Brian Fish is hungry. He's fishing for a win here tonight. And $1,000 to win Great Sportsman, sponsored by Stone Brothers Automotive. As they go underneath the John Redner 27 machine. Gene Beadle braking going into 1. He's going to clear. Mike Shane, the driver out of Lake Erie, Pennsylvania, sets the pace. Look at Corey Cormier to the second spot on the front stretch. Clean racetrack ahead for a couple of laps. Musculli's night is done in the M14. He'll go pit side. AJ Miller down in the safe haven of the infield. Mike Shane starting to pull away a little bit from Brian Fish. But his Fish just saving a little bit left for the final drive. He's going to be 6 laps to go when they get to the start-finish line. The M16 of Mike Shane. Lake Ariel, Pennsylvania, hometown track regular against the invaders of the Grit Series. Mike Shane leads him up the backstretch. Lap traffic in front of your leader. Franco going to be on the bottom. That's going to allow second and third to reel back in to the back bumper of the St. Clair Autoglass M16 of Mike Shane. He's having fish. Look at Cormier to the outside. 5 fingers. 5 fingers from Chief Starter. Sam Folk, 5 more trips around the speedway for the M16 of Mike Shane. Shane leads him down to turn number 1. Here goes Corey Cormier to the outside of Brian Fish. Looking for the number 2 spot. And he's not done yet. He's going to go to the outside of the M16 of Mike Shane. As they ride on turn 4, 4 laps to go. This one has been a barn burner from the beginning, and it's going to be that way to the end. Mike Shane sets the pace. Brian Fish racing the chase, and Corey Cormier looking to capitalize. Look at Cormier again to the outside. He's going to try to make it work. 3 laps to go for the M16 of Mike Shane. Brian Fish and the 20 of Cormier. Corey Cormier is braking off of turn 2. He is not going to be able to clear. Fish going to again try to go to the bottom of the speedway. It's going to be a clean racetrack ahead of him all the way to the end. Look at Powell up to the number 3 spot. He looked really strong in his heat race. 2 laps to go for the M16 of Mike Shane. Brian Fish going to try one more time down on the inside. He's only got a lap and a half to set up his move. Mike Shane looking for, I believe, his 10th win of the season here at the Penn Can Speedway. He's 1 lap away from doing so. Tommy Collins looking to race his way up into the top 5. Final time up the back straightaway. The M16 of Mike Shane sets it on the corner. One last chance for Fish, nothing to it. Mike Shane picks up the win. Fish second, Powell third, fourth is Welty, fifth is the 713 of Collins.
You're watching the Race Report on Fox 40.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto in Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Hey car buffs, listen up. If you like them, we got them. And you'll love the Northeast Classic Car Museum. Over 170 cars on display in our huge one-level facility. Whatever the weather, we're open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 in Norwich.
Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City has the best pricing and selection of audio, video, and computer cables in the area. Don't spend a fortune on that HDMI cable for your new HD TV or Blu-ray player. Unicorn Electronics has quality cables in the lengths you need at a price you can afford. Expanding your network, Unicorn has the patch cables and accessories to make it happen. When you need to connect, think Unicorn Electronics in the Valley Plaza, Johnson City.
If you're looking for the most convenient and profitable way to change your gold jewelry, coins, and sterling silver into cash, visit Solid Gold Jewelry.
Main Street in Enwell, Solid Gold Jewelry, always a sweet deal.
98.1 The Hawk, Binghamton's #1 for new country. That means more Luke. I can't move when you move. More Carrie. Now I'll have to hang you out to try. More Jason. Come on, everybody's more Keith. Looks good on the sky. More Blake. Glenn and Tracy in the morning, Binghamton's #1 for new country. 98.1 The Hawk.
Welcome back to the Race Report. Nick Petrolak and Kevin Hartnett battled down to the wire for the 2018 Penn Can Speedway Modified Championship, with Hartnett edging Petrolak by just 1 point. Each driver had their eye on the one remaining crown in the 2018 season.
Down here with Kevin, who had a barn burner of a points race this year, we understand.
Yeah, it was real close. Most of the season, actually. We didn't lead to the very end, but that's what counted. So we had a rough start, rough middle of the season, but kind of got everything ironed out there towards the end, and just in time. So.
Can you tell us a little bit about the season overall as far as the track and everything? You've been a regular here all year, and I've been seeing a lot of good racing on the race report.
Yeah, it's been real good. You can't thank Chad and his wife enough for running the track this year. You know, things didn't look too good going into the season, but we thank them for their efforts and everything they've done this year. I know it hasn't been smooth for him, but you know, he got it done here, and here we are in October. So, and he ran every week. So, can't thank them enough. You know, we don't need any more racetracks shutting down. So, like I said, we owe it all to him, and it was a good season. You know, a lot of good cars here. We started off okay. Middle of the season, we had a little rough. Got with Jerry over at Hig Fab and changed a few things on the car, and things kind of came around for us there late, and thankfully just in time. But like I said, we had a little luck there towards the end too. But those two guys having a little bad luck there at the last race, but you know, it was interesting to say the least.
Well, luck is always a good thing to have in racing anyways.
We'll take that too, anytime we can get it.
Any plans for next year?
Not yet. Everything's up in the air. I'm just trying to finish out tonight, and this is probably it for us for the season. So we'll regroup, see what's going on for next year, and you know, it's a long off season. So, like I said, we'll see what the tracks are doing, and you know, just kind of sit back and do what we can here, and see what happens.
Why don't we talk a little bit about the people that help you get to the track every week and help you with the cost of racing?
Yeah, like I said, well, first and foremost, my team, Steve Klinger, he goes above and beyond for me, and you know, it's kind of a partnership deal. It's his engine and stuff, and I got to thank him a lot. And Laramie and Larry and my uncle Jim and my dad and everybody, you know, pitches in when they can, and Jerry Higbee over at Hig Fab Chassis. I can't say enough about him. Can't thank him enough. What a great car we had again this year. You know, Tom Pompey, General Contracting, he's been a supporter of mine for a bunch of years, and Andy Jensen Race Engines. Can't say enough about him. So, you know, we got a good little team here. You know, no high dollar stuff, but we do what we can. You know what I mean? We don't travel much outside of Penn Can. I wish we could, but you know, it's not in the cards right now for us. So we do what we can with what we have.
Is there any social media that you guys keep, you know, updated for your racing and stuff like that, if people want to come and check you out?
The normal stuff, you know, Facebook pretty much. You know, I don't get a whole lot into that, but Facebook's probably the main one, you know.
All right, well, we appreciate your time, and hopefully you have a good run tonight and finish out the season strong.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Back to you, Ron.
And one of those modified drivers was crowned King of the Can. Craig Hawley tells us who.
Wait for the colors that brings fear to their mothers. Green means go in the modifieds. Fire down to the front straightaway. Into turn number one, they ride it. Everybody makes it down the front stretch into corner number one. Brian Malcolm up to the point off corner number two. Everybody negotiates corner number 1 and 2. Leaning back to the stripe for lap number 1, it's going to be Brian Malcolm. Stanton holding down the number 2 spot. You got the 89 of Decker off the pace in turn 4. That's going to bring the lemon yellow lights on. They're boggling them up in the back of the pack, and somehow they keep it going and get straightened out. Good job by the drivers in the back of the pack. But look at Brian Malcolm powering down the back straight away. Brian Malcolm going to lead lap number 2, going to pick up some money as he rides it down in the corner number 1 and 2. DRG on the number 2 spot. Running third is Alex Stanton, Corey Costa 4th, Colston 5th. He just takes over and powers into the 4th spot. The 119 of Brian Malcolm. That's the pace, and a 54 of Alex Stanton on the pace in turn 2. Green flag out, back underway. Another great start by Brian Malcolm. And Corey Costa up to the number 3 spot now. Darwin Green holding on the number 2 spot, side by side racing behind him. 3 wide, Mike Loney trying to make something happen in the middle of the pack. Corey Costa, Joey Colston gets up and over the berm, loses a couple of spots. Kevin Hartnett slips by. Right now it's all the 119 of Brian Malcolm from the drop of the green flag. Some slicing and dicing mid-pack, but out front it's the high-flying 119 of Brian Malcolm. 25 down and 15 remain. They ride it off of corner number 4. Lap traffic gonna be a little bit heavier in front of your leaders. It's the 119 of Brian Malcolm, setting the pace and showing the way. Malcolm up the back stretch, going to be coming up on the back of the Mike Decker, 169, to put him down 1 lap through the field. Battle still out there for the number 2 spot. Hartnett to the inside, and once he clears the Darwin Green number 1, see if anything left in the tank to throw out the reel and try to catch the 119 of Brian Malcolm. 10 laps to go, and the fastest car in the track is Kevin Hartnett. He's got a straightaway to make up. But Kevin Hartnett is reeling him in the lap traffic in front of your leaders. Just 8 laps to go. Parallel sticks are coming up in the sky. 2 more trips around the speedway. Hartnett going up to the top shelf. He's scared. White flag gonna fly. It's gonna come down to this. Into turn number 1. Hartnett all the way up to the outside. Car braking in front of Kevin Hartnett. He has to back off. He doesn't back off. Down the back stretch into 3. To the inside. Kevin Hartnett. He throws the block. Here they come on the 4. Checker flag in the air. The win of the line goes to Kevin Hartnett.
When we return, Gina Livingston-Nolet continues her coverage of Square Deal Riders in Harpersville.
"30 years of satisfied customers. That's the proud history of Brush and Pallet Auto and Candor. We have a large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Here is this week's Car of the Week. We'll give you a $1,000 minimum trade-in, and we have financing options to fit your needs, including a first-time buyers program. Think you can't afford it? We think you can. Check us out at brush-pallet.com or visit us in person at 598 Owego Road in Candor, New York.
Welcome back to the Race Report. For 2019, Gina Livingston-Nolet will be bringing us coverage of the AMA action at Square Deal Riders in Harpersville, and she got a jump on next season at their recent season finale.
Gina from Square Deal Riders, and I have an interview with Matt Beeland. Hey, Matt, how are you doing tonight?
Good. Won my heat races and going to the main.
That's great. Now, that's kind of usual for you here.
Yeah, it's my favorite track, and just love coming here.
Now, you won the overall championship this year. You want to tell me about it?
Sure. I haven't actually won a main event this year, but consistency is key, and I won the 450 Expert Championship here 2 years in a row. So
that's a big deal here because the competition is fierce here at Square Deal. And you also are a pro rider. You want to tell us about your pro races? I know you raced in Pennsylvania recently, so tell us what happened and how you did.
I actually didn't go to Pennsylvania.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I went to Illinois in Springfield, though. I made the main out of 60 riders and finished 18th. So it's room for improvement, but I love going all over the country and just having a good time.
Now, Matt, you're a privateer, and can you tell everybody how difficult it is being a privateer in the pro ranks at this time, at this day and age?
Yeah, it's real hard because tires are $200 a piece, and you burn at least one up every time you race. So just imagine, you know, that's $200 every weekend. So it's hard to keep up with the teams that have $1 million budgets and they just throw new tires and new bikes at everybody. You know, we fly into places and I got to drive around the country, so it's different.
Now, what's your favorite thing about racing motorcycles?
There's nothing better. I can't explain it. I don't know.
Now, you have been racing how many years, Matt?
Since I was 4, so.
A long time.
Yeah, long time. I'm 22, so do the math. 18 years.
That's great. Now, what do you like best about Square Deal?
Just the track and more or less the people that work here and the people that hang out around the races. They're all just the best people you'll meet.
That's great. Now, could you tell us who your sponsors are? I want to give you a opportunity to send a big shout out to all of them.
Mike Luzak Racing, Mike Tinker, Recluse, X-Brand, 60 helmets, DT1 filters, Mika Metals, West Coast Hot Shoes, and my parents for helping me whenever they come around.
That's great. Now, do you have any social media accounts? So if someone does want to sponsor you or help you out to get to the next race, how can they get a hold of you?
I'm Matt Beeland on Facebook, and on Instagram I'm Matty Beeland, so it's pretty simple.
That's great, man. Now, how do you think you're going to do tonight?
I'm hoping to win because, like I said, I haven't won here all year. Got a lot of second places, so it'd be cool to win.
Is the track nice?
It is. It's a little different today, but it's really smooth. So.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for the interview, and I look forward to talking to you next year, and good luck.
Thank you.
Frank Fabricius is the owner of F3 Videos and Photos, and he is teaming up with a Race Report to bring us action next year from Square Deal Riders. Frank shoots a lot of racing action from throughout Pennsylvania, and last Sunday he was at Piston Poppers Raceway at a memorial event that remembered riders who have passed. Our thanks for sharing this video.
Unless you keep track of it, and they're close. They're real close, I think. The points, real close.
So, Rick, you're #1 in points.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. We know you do the drag racing down in Delta and that stuff.
I'm a retired Boilermaker. Just becoming a kid, doing my second childhood, let's say. You know, me and Judy travel around, have a good time at it. Yeah, won both of them in 6 and 7.
Tell me about your rides here, these old Harley Davidsons. What years?
76. Both of them. They're 1976. This has the champion frame. That has the original Harley frame. That's got an MX jug, and this has got a trail bike jug.
All right.
Top end, I guess you'd say. Some people don't know what jugs are.
All right. So what do you think about the track for today?
It's good. It's good. It's good as can be expected with all the rain we've had. I think there's a lot of traction. I think there'll be a lot of people standing them up coming off the line. I promise you that. Other than that, it's good, man. It's, you know, it's the same for everybody.
Got a lot of heavy hitters like Corey Texter, Jake Shoemaker.
Corey pulled off in that last one. after someone passed him, he pulled right off, so I don't know. But yeah, there's a couple national numbers here, so we're just going to try to take it to him.
Anybody else want to take pictures? Yeah. Well, Jeremy, you got another one under your belt?
Yeah.
So what do you say about this?
About the track?
Yeah.
Wasn't bad. I liked it. I mean, I liked it when they tilled it last weekend. It was good, and the rain helped. I thought it was good. I liked it. So, good day.
And Sanders takes the win. Followed by Aiden Johnson on the 5.
Todd Jones is the new promoter of the kart, mower, and microd racing at Champion Speedway in Owego. Champion Speedway karts will be in action this Saturday for the Jim Brown Fall 50, with the gates opening at noon. For more information, go to Champion Speedway Kart Racing on Facebook. Racing trivia continues this Monday night at the California Grill, 912 Vestal Parkway East in Vestal. Join us for a night of fun, food, and friends. Trivia starts at 7:30, but come early and enjoy their delicious menu. Check it out at caligrillny.com. This week's bonus answer is Austin. You'll find more racing action and interviews at our YouTube channel, The Race Report TV, and on our Facebook page, The Race Report TV. Bethel Motor Speedway played host to the Catskill Clash last Saturday, and we will bring you all the action next week on The Race Report, but we leave you with a sneak peek. For the entire staff of The Race Report, thanks for watching. Until next week, I'm Ron Hills, and I'll see you at the races.
Legend Car 30-lap feature event is underway, and it's a Lowmaster and Carter to race through 1 and 2. Watch Carter on the outside part of the speedway. The Burgundy Racer looks to take away the top spot, but Lowmaster right down to the bottom side with car number 11. Carter, though, too strong on the outside. He's going to lead lap number 1.
And Carter now leads the way as the rest of the field bunched up behind him. Lowmaster settling into second. Sean Burwise in a battle for third as they head through 3 and 4. Coming off of turn number 4, the 46 car now moves up into the third spot. Still bunched up behind the leaders as they come off of turn number